A little bit of a botched opening there. Hello! Welcome to Sonic Generations. You can just call me Stent. Figured I'd do this separately from Shadow Generations because, of course, we gotta remember this is a Sonic Adventure 2. Going into this, I'll just say straight up that I do like Generations as a general rule, but I've tried to avoid spoilers with regards to this version because I know there's been a bit of a divisive rewrite done to it, which, well, we'll just get into it. Just gonna go fresh save file straight into, oh boy, who would have guessed, it's Green Hill. Yeah, for this I decided to just go in with the promotional character skins installed, and look at this! We actually got a version of Classic Sonic that doesn't... well, at the very least is a lot less divisive, let's just put it that way. Probably not going to get the Grease Lightning achievement here, unfortunately, because I will admit I'm a little bit rusty with this. But I'm not going to worry about the red rings at all, just going to go for a nice, casual run throughout the game. It is kind of bizarre seeing Saturn-era Sonic here, in at least in official capacity. It really just brings to mind the Mario 64 skin from Odyssey. It's kind of surreal. At the very least, it does look quite good, all things considered. Of course, we gotta remember the infamously powerful spin dash that, should I call him Santiago? I don't think I should call him Santiago. At least not this version with the polygons. Because I know that a lot of people are still quite divided on modern classic Sonic, and I didn't mind it so much when Generations came out. There he is. I didn't mind it so much when Generations came out. Also nice to know this version of Sonic doesn't blink at all. That's good to know. He's just his whole face is a texture. And now he just suddenly shifts back into Santiago. It's probably nothing. I'm led to assume at the very least that Classic doesn't have any voice lines still, which still find kind of silly considering, you know, I grew up with a fair bit of classic Sonic media, a little bit of the comics, SAT-AM and the OVA, and Sonic never shut up in any of those.
Hey guys, what's going on? You having a party or something? Surprise!
Wow, look at all this chow they just photoshopped in.
Aw, you guys.
I don't know, this cake tastes like it's 14 years old. Yeah, it's kind of a shame that Amy couldn't attend this party, but it's nice that Amelia from HR brought cupcakes. This also tastes like it's like 14 years old. Whoa. I like how they just lament by focusing on the chili dog, and well, I guess we're just going with this as a pretense, I suppose. Makes about as much sense as Mania did.
Hey, those are my friends.
Yeah, we're starting to see it out in bulk here, where he actually cares about his friends for the first time and seemingly... since the last version of Generations came out. Let's just put it that way. And now we just end up in that one scene from The Matrix. Oh yeah, Sonic Rush 14 years old. Gah.
Where am I?
Actually, it came out in 2005, didn't it? So It should be more so 20 years in next year. In case you didn't feel old enough. Oh yeah, we also got the Adventure 1 version of Classic Sonic. Who just like in Frontiers, has the drop dash, just... shoehorned into his moveset awkwardly. I didn't think the drop dash in base generations was all that useful, and I've heard horror stories about how it's not all that great here. Anyways, let's feel it in action as we go into... Alright, I can't help but feel bad. I remember full on just how good this whole thing used to feel. Just going into this whole new version of Green Hill, which I hadn't seen since like 2004 with Sonic Battle. And now I just get this version, which I'd say is definitely the most brand friendly. But it's probably just because I've seen it so much since then. In all sorts of promotional media. Still feels as good as I remember it. I will be interested to see... I'm gonna have to go and play a little bit more Shadow Generations, in all honesty, just to sort of compare, because... so far... this feels about the same as I remember. I say that because, as far as I'm aware, there's a little bit of jank. Sonic's been around since 1984. Somehow I doubt that. Also, we actually get to see Sonic Adventure 1 Sonic doing the Sonic Adventure 1 pose, and... oh yeah, he even has the crystal ring on. Here's the hammer in. Yes, we're paying attention to the details now. Let's see how hard they hit us over the head with that fact. Could have sworn there did used to be red rings in these levels. I'm surprised I haven't bumped into them once yet. Let's try down here. Yeah, watch as I just miss one, which is the most obvious one in the world. Let's see, I'm sure I'll find the red rings again as I go back through the levels, or maybe they got rid of them. Who knows? He even tried to wing it with the face deformities. It really is just like Adventure 1. 1984 is when flaky... okay. That makes a little bit more sense. Anyways, time for callbacks.
Thanks, Sonic. That was awful. I couldn't tell where I was or what had happened. Like I was trapped in a nightmare.
Well, you're safe now, and that's what's important.
And he actually talks back for once.
Is it just me, or does Green Hill look different?
This isn't South Island.
Oh, remember South Island? Remember Green Hill Zone?
Totally strange.
It's no stranger than fighting evil genies or saving aliens in an interstellar
Yeah, that's from regular Generations. I'm not counting that.
We can start over there. That skyline looks familiar, but I can't be sure.
Oh yeah, it sure looks familiar.
That's as good a lead as any, Tails. Back in a flash.
What was he doing all this time?
Wow, that was crazy, Sonic. You weren't kidding. It's like you never left.
Anyways, the way I think I'm gonna handle this is I'm gonna do all the classic levels first, so we get to hear all of modern Sonic's new dialogue. Yep, can now change. Search for Chow at hidden stages, and yet they still have the red rings. Let's have a look over here first. Skill shop. Let's see what we can buy at the moment. So, okay, that's, I guess, the benefit of buying the game when I did. So, speed up, blast off, shield. Sure-footed. Safety. Just buy everything. Buy everything in the shop. Yeah, that'll do. I don't think we need to worry too much about lives. I'm kind of surprised we still have lives in this game, in all honesty. Okay. Speed up. Blast off. Athleticism. Power break. Sure-footed. I actually got to confirm it, never mind. Confirm. And for the other one, I know how to navigate these menus. Oh, and it just gives you the drop dash and his ability. Okay, good to know. It's kind of a shame then you probably won't be able to use it alongside Supersonic. We'll see though. Sure-footed and that'll do. It's like, you know, oh yeah, with a voice crack, it's like Tails is finally going through puberty. Let's see, we got Chow Rescue, telling you basically where all the chows are. You got cinematics, you got artwork. You got music you can listen to, you got the characters here, so we got Sonic. Like the wind, he's always on the move, living a life of excitement and adventure and really wild things. And he's even doing the little fun character pose from like Sonic 2, I believe. Or was it Sonic 3? It was one of the classic art renders, and puberty hits Sonic like a truck. Okie doke. Yep, yes, I know all this. I played this game before. Just the change in polygons is kind of surreal, because you got this, which has notable polygons, and then it's just... I do love them, though. Really have some charm to them. Oh, hey! Oh boy, I sure hope you like Chemical Plant, because it's like we're never going to be able to get anything else in this entire series for like a decade. Possibly more. And in fact, oh, it actually gives you an indication of the star rings now. Okay. Not sure how I feel about that UI, though. Oh, look at that. You can actually make that jump with a spin dash, unlike in Forces. Yeah, I will admit that, Classic Sonic in this case really just felt like the equivalent of the Werehog, where they just had to have something in as a filler between boost levels, but I really do feel as the drop dash here actually helps. Helps things flow a little bit better. I do not remember these levels. Aside from the fact that the spin dash is still ludicrously powerful once charged up. Come on. Also, what is that jump? It's like the heaviest jump in the history of jumps. Uh-oh. Yeah, Red Ring's gonna wait. Give me that. Give me that. I'm not taking no for an answer, game. What is this jump arc? There we go. And now I'm back here again. Give me a bubble. Yeah, it may just be because I'm underwater, but the jump feels... Yeah, okay. When not in water, the jump feels a little bit better. That is the most powerful... Is it me or does the spin dash gotten even more powerful? having lost this game's existence, happy once this game's never exist for the sake of Sonic's creativity. Yeah, I could see that. Also, yeah, trying to get that red ring kind of cost me the A rank there, unfortunately. I wouldn't say too crass. I do get the concerns. Just still think it would be nice to see some more original stuff in this game. That's just... Well, I do have my own personal givings on what I would like to see in a Sonic game. I think just for the sake of everything, I'm willing to just put all that aside for the sake of just having something original in this series for once. Anyways. Love this stage. Urgh! Have to remember not to jump on those, though. As well as not holding the button down. I gotta wonder, though, is there actually an option to... Oh, I gotta check in the options just to see if I can disable the drop dash on... No, it doesn't look like I can disable the drop dash at all, which is a shame. It's just baked into modern Sonic's moveset now. It should have handled generations like Mania did and have Mania be more unique. The way I see it, I've been spending a lot of time just focusing on the what-ifs and should-have-beens of this series, not I feel at this point I've just more sort of accepted what this series is and what it's become and just... feel that dwelling on what should have been isn't exactly the healthiest thing anymore. Also, dang it, I missed another ring. I do remember at the very least there was an achievement for not going into the water in this level. From what I could tell, pretty much all the achievements are the same. So much for the S rank there. Whoa! Nice to see that the voice clips for in-gameplay for Sonic haven't changed at all. There we go. I mean, I mostly say that for the sake that, get up. Grab that real quick. There we go. Let's try this again. There we go. That's how you do that. I'm starting to remember now. Feels like in the 2D sections at least that the drop dash kind of has a purpose. Just in 3D it feels like a death trap. I gotta say though, I cannot wait to get to Speed Highway with this particular adventure skin. It just feels like it was meant to be. Also, dang it, I messed up. No, I'm going in the drink. Yeah, it's kind of weird with... It just feels like you shoot straight up with a jump now. Can't remember if that's how it used to be. There's only so much you can get up before you get exhausted. Yeah, I getcha. The way I see it, though, I'm not really in the position to really worry about it. If the series does take a more stagnated turn, then at the very least I still have 20, possibly more years of good games to look back on. You can see that however you wish. It's just, could have sworn I could have hit that. Oh, there you go. That's how you get that normally. Right. I'm about to... Oh, there's actually no bottomless pit there. Okay. That probably wasn't very good. Still got an S rank for that. I completely forgot about the very generous S ranks this game used to give. Alright, let's see how bad this gets. Remember Chemical Plant. Remember West Side Island.
We'll figure it out later. Our friends come first.
I mean, I suppose that scene didn't really seem too bad at the very least. Just comparing it to the original scene where they're all like wink, wink, nudge. Hey, this whole place looks familiar. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge, just winking at the camera. Where it's here, it's a bit more played straight. There is. Alright, let's see how Amelia is.
You saved me, Sonic. I'll be sure to return the favor next time around.
Yeah.
Not really worrying about that right now, Amy.
Wonderful.
Oh my god, I'm like so psyched I get to hang out with you, Sonic. Come talk to me like any time. I'll be sure not to. Alright, let's go and, I know there's a particular funny thing here if you finish off with Classic Sonic first, but again, just gonna be going in with, finishing up with Modern Sonic. Hey, remember that one switch Knuckles pulled in order to... I should probably stop the timing. It's very, very easy to just, get a little bit cynical about the amount of member berries they pull. Especially when it's... Apparently in interviews they're more than willing to just double down on them for the sake of respecting the past, which on paper seems like a good thing, as compared to just stuff like Forces, where it just feels like it was made for nobody. It's a... I feel at points it's gonna get a little bit, at least these first few levels, a little bit confusing, as I'm more used to the Frontiers versions of these levels. It feels like this game is just trying to reinforce me the the fact that even before Superstars, the Egg Rovers were just the worst things. Forces trying too hard to be Star Wars. You know, I never really thought of it like that, but I can't see it. Well, I suppose it depends which Star Wars we're talking about. The actual good Star Wars, or whatever Disney puts out. Oh, that felt good. I suppose that's the thing I have to preface, that despite my potential thoughts on the rewrite notwithstanding, Generations is just... flat out, no questions asked, just... Honestly, I just kind of forgot just how good this game was. Oh. How much I liked this game. I think I just got caught up with some of the mission modes, which... we're gonna be getting to. Don't... You can be sure of that. You have to tell me twice. Feels weird that you... Oh no. No! gonna say, it feels kind of weird not to be able to uncurl, being so used to it from... Well, I was gonna say Generations, but I have been playing a fair bit of, Mario 64, where you can play as, a version of Sonic. Barely made it, and I didn't even get the red ring. Curse you, Gen's roll physics, yep. TVMA Horror Sonic Labyrinth, I mean... apparently everything is canon, so... can't really hold you against it, just... by all means, create adventures. Knock yourselves out. Alright, time for the actual good level. It's kind of weird, we didn't even get the Marble Garden spinning tops, which feel as though they play wrong. Blast off! Let's see how this plays when I'm going even faster. I'm gonna have to get used to these level layouts again. Somehow made that. Okay, I think it's this one? Yeah, it's this one. I will admit, though, with regards to this game, I feel as though they're trying to bank too hard on people. The reception to Frontiers. Nice to meet you, Zachary. I think I might have heard of you somewhere before, but I can't quite put my finger on it. Drop dash sounds like the spin dash from Adventure 1. Oh, hey! It's like they're paying attention to all these nostalgic details. Which, I don't really mind, I just kind of hope that it doesn't lead to them just cannibalizing even more nostalgia and just driving the series further into stagnation, which is kind of a worry that I've got at the moment. But the series has been in a better shape it has been in years. I mean, say what you will about certain creative choices here and there, like Amy or Shadow, etc., but ultimately I think I would have still loved this series as it is if I'd grown up with it as it is right now, compared to, say, back in 2004. Well, more specifically 2001 to 2005, as opposed just to give that sort of time frame. I very much thought I died there. Ow! Even here, the egg robos are just the worst. I mean, yeah, my thoughts on them have definitely soured since Superstars, but I think that's more just sort of reinforcing the fact that they were always terrible. They're definitely formidable in the fact that they do their job right, it's just they're annoying to go up against. Dang it, I missed that zip line. You know, we're just gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep going. Not gonna worry. I could have sworn I was just oh, there's just a Chow here. Hello, Chow. Where you going? Could have sworn that sound effect was from the Olympic Games. SA1 Sonic's run cycle is also different. Yeah, I did. I suppose it would be weird just seeing SA1 Sonic with Generations era run cycle. No! Okay, as you can probably see, I don't really remember the layout of these levels too much. I mean, I remember this bit. You gotta do this, you gotta do... I went completely the wrong way. I suppose that's the drawback of this game, where just turning modern Sonic in 2D is impossible. So you're just left just veering off in one direction, even though you're facing the exact opposite direction. When you go to boost, it doesn't work. I should probably disable Omocho at some point. His shoes are big. I'm pretty sure that's just how they were in Adventure 1. They were just short but chunky. Big chunky shoes. Generations is unleashed and run cycle with open hands at the end. Gotcha. Oh look, this is Real Chow just dancing over the thing now. I guess that's just the thing now. You get all the chows and you get them just floating around. Anyways, it's time for the mission mode. What have you got to say, K-Nox? And they even have grapes.
Thanks for the help. Not that I needed it. Now let's get some payback on that monster.
Get in line, knucklehead. All right.
What was that lip sync? Wish his eyes moved though. Yeah, I think that's also just the case with classic Sonic, where his jam model is just his entire face is a texture. What is this place? It's so white and creepy. I've never seen anything like it. Oh hey, remember the grapes? Remember the Knuckles likes grapes? Sonic, you've gained polygons. I think it's more so he's lost polygons. Yep. And now we gotta go back and do all the missions. We'll start off in Green Hill because I want to prioritize the character mission, so we're gonna be going for Way Past Fast.
It's a race to the finish.
With this one Sonic R remix that doesn't appear anywhere else. It's kind of bizarre, you don't even get it as an optional music track, it's just... Introducing SEGA Saturn. It's like I never really got why this wasn't just... You couldn't just have this in normal levels, you just got stuck with the original song, which I do love, don't get me wrong. Do admittedly prefer Diamond in the Sky, but that's just me. Yep, done by Cash, just... Not sure if I was supposed to go down there or not, but never mind, we're zooming. We're zooming! Hey, isn't it fun that you get to go on top of the loop? Anyways, I'm trying to remember if there's anything I necessarily have to worry about at this point. Doesn't look like it, just gotta get there within 30 seconds, 20 seconds. We got this in the bag. Never liked the vocals, everything else is neat. Cash did Genesis and got taken down. Ah. Well, we don't have to do that one again. And for our troubles, we get more artwork. Anyways, let's do the Knuckles one next. We gotta race Knuckles for a giant horde of giant motobugs.
First one to the finish wins.
It is kind of weird that you don't get the drop dash in the mission mode, so you just... Wow, zooming for all these levels with the drop dash is so fun, and then you get to the mission, it's like, oh... Oh yeah, you got the Sonic R remix here as well, and look at that giant polygonal badnik there. Looks so much more threatening than the ones in Lost World did. It's... I don't understand Lost World, like what? Just... Why? Why is it the way it is? Okay, so you just jump on... You just bounce on them, also... I don't think I'm doing all that great here. Roll physics, why do you betray me? Oh, that felt good. Bam! Right in the nick of time. I actually got that. Amazing. Okay, got that. We can get this. Okay, so you just get challenge keys for... Okay. Alright, time to move on to Chemical Plant. Remember Chemical Plant? I sure do. Can I jump? There we go. Alright, time to team up with Amelia. Just made it.
I'll help you jump higher with my Pico Pico hammer.
Oh hey, she's actually using the hammer for once and not her stupid cards.
First jump up, then press the button as you land to jump high using Amy's hammer.
It's like they remembered the hammer actually exists and she's not just there to sell Pico tarot card merch. That was it. There we go. So far this doesn't seem too bad. Boing. Also, hey, remember Balloon Park from Sonic 3? I sure do. It just makes me think I miss about how I just miss the team actions from Advance 3. Just the Advance games in general, more honestly. Just can't help but think she still sounds like Minnie Mouse here. Actually, are the voice lines even changed in this mission? It doesn't sound like it. I mean, honestly, I kind of prefer it even if it does sound like Minnie Mouse. Nailed it. No! No! Nailed it. She left the cards at home and by extension her wine boxes. Make all these references with too many city... Yeah, I will admit that's a complaint that I had about Generations basically from the off. The fact that of all the levels that were represented, there's way too many city levels. Like, you got Chemical Plant, you got Speed Highway, you got City Escape, Crisis City, and then Spagonia. Just... It's what led me to give this game the pet name Sonic City Rations. This is, she was always into it more than she recently started really emphasizing it as a core part of her personality as opposed to it being a... Yeah, pretty much. Also, why is that spring there? I summon my... I will be honest, this whole thing just... I can't help but be reminded now of, what was it? Invade the Airship? The Henry Stickmin game? Where you get to summon like a robot version of Tails to fly you across a gap. I mean, that game's always full of references, but I feel that one just seemed quite overt. Also, how much flight do you have in you, Tails? That's the longest I've ever seen you able to fly, boy. Alright, I think here we gotta go through the dash rings in order to replenish. Yep, just follow the rings. Just follow. Yeah, and I don't think the voice lines for Tails here were changed at all. Can you move, please? I'm in a bit of a hurry. Honestly, I haven't seen Tails be able to fly this long since Marble Garden. Yeah, we can just fly over that. And there we go, no problem at all. Imagine Tails suddenly grew a fascination with wrenches and wrenches became a corp. Yep, that's a test of your reflexes. Just Infinite Branch works. I do prefer Colleen's VA for classics. Less squeaky than Kate Higgins, definitely preferable. I kind of feel that Colleen has just become the definitive voice of Tails at this point. Adding modern slang and modern descriptions in the IDW really sold that Marvel superhero writing. Tails' voice lines to change 100%. Okay. I suppose that makes sense. Just, it's been a long time, alright? Gotcha. Got Toxic Caves. It actually... Does it actually tell you the rewards? I guess not. Anyways, since we're here, we may as well fight Metal! Get over here, Metal! It's time for us to get down to the real fight! The last Sonic standing will be the winner!
Face me if you wish to have the Chaos Emerald.
Alright, let's do this, Metal! I don't know, it just feels as though Martin Burke from the OVA has just become the definitive voice of this version of Sonic for me. I know a lot of people would say Jaleel White, but just... I mostly grew up with the OVA. OVA impression is spot on. Glad you certainly think so, but I counter with Phil that there has to be a bit more of a stuffed nose to it. Let's go, Tails! Right in the kisser. Also, I can't but imagine what the drop dash would be like if you could use it here. I mean, it's probably not even needed, but still. I remember when Metal Sonic was penned as being super tough. With the fact that it was just a team effort between Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles to bring him down. I remember when Metal Sonic was cool. Just a shame it wasn't in any of the games. Now voice charm me. I don't think my voice goes that high, unfortunately. Ow! Step aside and let us get through, Metal! What top platform? Oh, that top platform. Can we get up? There we go. It didn't work! Game, you betrayed me! Okay, we just gotta wait for him to... That ought to do it, Metal! There's only one Sonic! Still got an S rank for it, though. I suppose doing the Martin Burke, the OVA voice for Saturn Sonic does make a lot more sense as well. There we go, got ourselves a Chaos Emerald. Legend says, yes, we know what a Chaos Emerald does. Sort of can't help but wonder though if we ever got a game or a story where we just had a character who didn't know what the Chaos Emeralds were and they were just trying to fend off both Sonic and Robotnik, or the villain of the week. Have I mentioned that the series needs more villains? Anyways, it's time to go treasure hunting with Knuckles. This is the basis of Shadow Hedgehog's characterization in Adventure 2. Oh gee, I wonder where the medals could be. Could have sworn those medals were from secret rings. They at least sound like it. Oh yeah. This is definitely like the treasure hunting in Adventure 2, fellas. I don't think I've actually seen those particular egg robos before. Or maybe it's just I haven't done the mission modes in yonks. It's closer. Rats. Rats. The Amy Everywhere system. No. How you feel about 3D Blast Saturn OST? I'm gonna be honest, I mostly grew up with the Genesis version on Mega Collection, but I will admit, there's definitely quite a few good bangers in the Saturn track. I particularly like the special stage music. Also, Panic Puppet. I do find it funny just how much of the Saturn OST got recycled and ruined in Dark Brotherhood. I want to see if I want to try and get that working in all honesty because I want to stream it. Go up here. There we go. Oh look, and there's a clock around here. May as well spend a whole bunch of time getting the... Yeah. This definitely feels conducive to the treasure hunting experience in SA2, fellas. Trust me, I did. Trust me, I was there. That's the garbage control society. Think you have fun with Dark Brotherhood? Yeah, actually, I played it when it came out. Of course I had fun. I too want to spend a whole game just clowning on Amy. Can we get up here? No, we can't get up here. Or can we? No. I could have died. Okay, I think we're golden. I'm about to... Oh yeah, I don't have to worry about time anymore. Great. Honestly, I kind of... It may just be me. I think I actually prefer the, well... So much for the... Oh, I actually still got it. I didn't think I'd actually get it there. Get to make friends hate... Honestly, go... You make your friends hate Sonic? Yeah. Yeah, I did play through Chronicles a fair bit. Graphics, developers, different console, me... Yeah, I know all about the, various controversies behind Dark Brotherhood. I know about the Penderzing. Anyways, it's time to go and race Amelia. Remember the spinning tops from Marble Garden? We have a whole mission dedicated to them.
Whoever finishes first wins.
I'll be honest, I think I still prefer the Minnie Mouse Amy. As opposed to just her sounding like girl. Oh yeah, ah yes, Emerald Beach from Sonic Battle. They really brought out all the stops of this game in terms of the soundtrack. Like, hey, Sonic Battle, hey, Sonic Spinball, except it doesn't sound like complete garbage. You know... No, I failed. Literally just clunked Amelia on the head. That was great. Will be another fun game. Oh, I definitely plan on streaming that one fairly soon. Just wasn't sure whether or not I wanted to stream that or, I may as well just say it's Sonic 64, just going through Mario 64 while playing as Sonic. Figure that might be a fun time. Also, I am stuck on everything. Amelia is coming. Hurry, Sonic. It's starting to feel more and more like those stick games where you have to run the metal stick through a maze. Still somehow got an S rank. Currently being propelled by wine and Tumblr updates. I suppose I would explain why she's spinning so much. Are the wine jokes gonna get old? Probably. Still gonna make them. Oh yeah, and over here. They even included the Casino Night Pinball game. Never mind, you stopped her. He hadn't saved Archie after issue 10. I mean, I don't deny that he had a lot of good works behind him, but his legacy hasn't exactly been the most peachy keen. There's still a lot of stuff in there which is absolutely unhinged, like all the echidna lore, the LSD chili dog. Pretty much anything to do with Jeffrey St. John. Don't think I didn't forget about that. Oh yeah, microwaving Knuckles as a baby. I really do want to go through all of Archie at some point, because from what I've heard, it just sounds insane. And there's a lot of stuff in there which I feel I would like from Sonic, growing up with, again, SatAM, the OVA, X, pretty much all the games from the all the games from the 2000s. It just sort of feels like it would be more so my kind of... Oh yeah, and you can still vibrate the stage like in excessive tilting. Yeah, you could just vibrate the stage like you could in Adventure 1. Not sure how long we're gonna go at this, in all honesty. I just figured I wanted to show it off, because I don't think I was able to actually get this on the 360 version when I got it back in 2011. I think there was like a pre-order bonus. These machines are expensive. Oh yes, how... They had to get Pink Floyd on to do the soundtrack. They had to get Pink Floyd in order to promote it via their hit song Pinball Wizard. I'm not surprised that we didn't get any sort of songs like that in any Sonic game. Oh, there we go, actually going through the loop. Oh, some stuff is happening. The table's lighting up. I will say at the very least this does feel a lot nicer than the pinball game in Frontiers. Anyways, platforming, sort of. Doesn't this feel great? I think that'll do for now. Hey, John. What? SEGA promoted Scott Shaw's artwork can stand after he took Jones as a side job. Yeah, it just feels like early Archie is full of controversy. Anyways, it's time to fight. Get the keys ready. What did we call the added small little section that walked into other zones that didn't make the cut? Well, like Shadow Generations. Maybe. But then again, I'm more in the market now for just new levels. Anyways, it's time to fight the next boss. Let's go. You like the pimp? Oh, sort of like Sonic Dash. Okay, I getcha. Yeah, that would be cool. Why do I look so lanky in this mirror? Is this supposed to be a fun house? Weirdest fun house I've ever been in. At least I lost weight. Similar to SA1 warping to the... Yeah, I getcha.
Take a good look at yourself, Sonic.
Dr. Eggman!
What kind of stupid name is Eggman?
It's the last thing you'll see in this world.
Yeah, I definitely prefer the previous line.
Another Sonic? What? Wait a second!
Yeah, that was definitely changed. He's an egg now. I mean, he always looked egg-shaped. I didn't think we were taking it so literally now. TikTok banned in Montana. Sonic movie takes place in Montana. Oh no, he was using it too much. I should have known. Metal Robotnik back for round 2. It won't be like last time. Hopefully you don't have that weird glue that comes out of your butt. Seriously, what was up with that, by the way? Just... Yes, you don't need to tell me, oh my... The spin betrayed me! He even says backside. No, that's where the glue comes from.
I will flatten you.
Don't say that, Robotnik. People are apparently into that. Get over here and let's fight like men. Or, closest thing to men. I'm over here, Robotnik. I love that Classic is so no-nonsense with Eggman. I don't know, just, that's how the voice sort of came out.
Hey, you know those bombs that come out when you hit the switches? Try making its attacks hit them.
I remember it was just me and you fighting over an island, not any of this stuff with flying rabbits. Not that I'm against flying rabbits, mind you, just supremely weird. Oh hey, that worked. You don't need to tell me, Omo Chow, or whatever you are.
Try not to get caught in the blast or get hit by its attacks.
Alright, let's try this again. That worked. I think Omo Chow here is worse than an SA2. Yeah, he did get himself a rather negative reputation. And at least in SA2 he could blow him up. Whoa! Yeah, it's been a while since I fought that boss. Not gonna worry too much about ranks from here on. Alright, let's get you out of there. Whoa! Oh, I sure wonder what the twist of this game was. Hope you weren't... Hope you weren't all caught up in the fact that Classic Robotnik was a twist in this game. Seriously, that felt more like a graphical glitch than anything. Weird change for sure. Yeah. I hate rabbits. They're fluffy, they're digging, and they get everywhere, and they bounce.
Huh. Couldn't have done it better myself.
I'd have thought so.
This confirms it. It sure does. Older versions of us. Places and enemies from our past. We're traveling through time, Sonic.
No.
Without the time stones?
Oh, remember the time stones. Remember Sonic CD.
Can consume time. And
Oh, he's like some sort of time eater. An eater of time.
our friends. You know
Remember? Yep. At this point, I kind of wish I could forget.
There it is.
Oh, sure, I reckon it's gonna make for an awesome boss fight later in the game.
Where'd it go?
We need to track it down, and fast.
Yep, and for our efforts, we get the good stuff. Classic Sonic is Anakin. I don't care, put the ship down. Padme needs me, Obi-Wan, don't lecture me. I don't fear the dark side as you do. Anyways, let's go and actually rescue a bunny. Alright, let's go. Oh yeah, remember all the callbacks here. We got Blaze Road, we got E123 Road, Shadow Avenue. Anyways, let's go. I can't wait to hold boost and occasionally move the analog stick. I still prefer it over forces. Just faster than airmail. Remember the tornado. It's like here. I remember back when I played this and just remembering about how all these callbacks just seem cute rather than obnoxious. I miss those days. Oh, you can actually go through here, right. Into the car park. It's like, at least in this game you get a drift, unlike in Forces where it's all done for you. And only in certain levels. Oh hey, remember the bell? Remember the bell from Speed Highway which you could hit for extra rings? Remember all the attention to detail wasn't completely obnoxious. All my friends yell at me. Ah, you're okay. I think I just sort of misconstrued what you're getting at. I thought you were going over the level design and not stuff that happens later. Gotcha. Whee! And I'm hoping at the very least this this whole re-release becomes a bit of a learning experience, just at least for Flynn, to just not bombard us with the callbacks. Because I've heard at the very least from his early Archie run at least, before Genesis Wave, that his stuff used to be good. I was looking at the chat, sorry. He's been doing the same thing. Oh. Well, that's kind of depressing. I was thinking, oh, hey, maybe he'll, But no, I guess he just... I mean... It's kind of disappointing, considering all the good stuff I'd heard about him from friends and such, but... The way I see it... If people are that hooked up on Flynn's writing, even, especially me... I feel the best thing one can do in these situations is just more so, become the change you want to make. Sorry to break it to you, but it's his writing. Yeah. It is kind of a shit. Oh yeah, Lightspeed Dash. I know how the Lightspeed Dash works, I don't need to do that. Oh hey, remember the intro to Kingdom... Speed Highway. I'm getting my names mixed up. I'm sorry. It's kind of weird. I heard a lot of people complaining about how poor Generations felt compared to... Sonic Generations felt compared to Shadow Generations, but... Honestly, it just still feels as good as I remember. Despite, not being able to control yourself mid-jump. That's a little bit of a shame. Also, yeah, Dreamcast Sonic in the Sonic Adventure level, isn't that wizard? Thought I'd never see that in an official capacity. I thought we'd only see this with mods. Halo just seems to like when he makes characters that don't usually talk to each other, do so, start the character stuff, and... Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just... I've been so starved for anything character-wise throughout the 2010s, so they're happy to just take anything at this point, which... I know isn't all that great, but...
Watch where you're going, and try not to run into the mirror pillars.
I'm not all that hooked up on it, caught up in it at this point. Just, it is what it is for me. It is still an improvement, even if there are some quirks to it that are a little bit obnoxious. I mean, I'll definitely take this over Lost World. I'll just make that perfectly clear. It's not the end of the world. Oh, so yeah, these, trying to boost in 2D feels like it's a gambit. It feels like it could die at any second, and not of any fault of my own. Yeah, I suppose you could argue that this could easily be done with mods, but... Again, not all that fussed about it. Like bits and pieces of writing and character stuff in Lost World that are more has to do with... See, that's the thing, I never really liked the Z. Just thought their design from the off were weird, but willing to give them a shot, only to realize, oh hey! It's just the Koopalings again from New Super Mario Bros. Because everything about Lost World is basically copied from New Super Mario Bros. Alright, Booney, what do you have to say?
Thank you for saving me, Mr. Sonic. It was so scary, but I tried to be really brave.
You did great, kiddo.
Yes, you did great going up against all the Eldritch Horrors. Just don't tell your mother about any of this, alright? The idea of Tails not being a total Sonic stan and actually trying to hold Sonic accountable for immediately jumping to action. Yeah, but... Again, I feel he just gets overly whiny for a lot of the time, especially when he's like, you don't trust me to get the job done. You went to side with Robotnik, even though we've sided with Robotnik before. Just super, super strange to me. Well, that's Speed Highway. Let's go on to... Oh boy, it's time for City Escape. It's done poorly. Yeah, it is done poorly. Oh boy, it's time to see Rouge. Let's see how she's been nerfed. I think it's more just sort of me being overly bitter about Lost World. It's like, things seem so great after Generations originally came out, and now you're just giving us this thing, this terribly written game, which doesn't play all that well, isn't all that much fun to go through the levels. Vehicular manslaughter. It's kind of crazy just how out for blood the truck is in this level. Anyway, Lost World. It's like they were told that game that, oh, Sonic stories are usually much darker than they have been in recent than Colors has been, or Generations. We better go back. We gotta add some more darker tones, and they just added them with all the subtlety and nuance of the shovel to the face. Oh no! Whee! Oh yeah, you got wanted posters for Fang, and... Oh, I think... Did they replace the missing posters for Mighty and Ray? I think they did. Because they would just get wanted posters for Bean and Bark, because they were in, Mania. Will we see them again? Probably not. Like, I'd be down for seeing, like, modern Fang, modern Bean, modern Bark, modern Mighty, modern... modern Ray, but I doubt we'll ever see them. Oh, Charmy Bee has a honey-making business, apparently. Not again! There we go, just wanted to get that particular red ring, and then we should be good. Just gotta climb all the way up to the top of this thing. Oh wait, there's a skateboard over here. Nope. That's not a skateboard. Whoa! Hey Rev. Lost in the Worlds, they're all the same but taller probably. I wasn't expecting to see you here in all honesty. Me tripping over my words as per usual. Not sure how long the stream is going to go on, because it feels as though we're already halfway through the game. We'll just see how we do. Anyways, it's time for... I would say the best level in the game, but that's probably, Speed Highway, thinking about it. Anyways, it's time for... It's time for this. No one expects me I suppose that's, should have seen that coming. Let's just put it that way. I have seen this level in mod showcases so many times. It's kind of unreal to be perfectly honest with you. Could have sworn I could got on that rail, but I'm sure I'll just get the red rings on my own time. It's time for steering in the air some more. You know, to be honest, with regards to this rewrite, I am a little disappointed they didn't go in and add more cutscenes for each of them. For, you know, comments about each of the levels, like they did with Chemical Plant. It's just redo all the cutscenes that are already there and just call it a day. Yeah. Using the drop dash in 3D just feels kind of awkward. So I feel like you really have to go out of your way in order to do it. I'll happily take one of those. Oh, I very nearly died, I think. Oh, hey, remember this part? Remember this part of City Escape? With the stairs with the enemies on them? I sure remember. Oh, hey, it's time for the funny Peter Griffin segment, where Peter Griffin is running from the gun truck because there's saw blades on it. And watch me guess wrong where all the saw blades are gonna come down. Isn't this fun? In all seriousness though, this was... I'm not gonna say the coolest thing ever, but I just thought it was a neat little... Oh, hey, they added a fun little twist to this, this already nerve-wracking run. Like, even if it is ridiculously excessive, like... And I thought the property damage made by the original gun truck was already extreme. And now we got this. Just slamming straight into a building and blowing it up. Nicely done. I don't think we've unlocked any more skills at this point, but I'm gonna go back and check anyways. You know, before we move on to Seaside Hill. Yeah.
Thanks, Big Blue. That's the first time I've ever been stolen.
You're a real gem, Rouge.
Who could have brought us here? But to what purpose? I will admit, this just sort of remind me of that one particular mod for Generations where you just go through the game as Mario 64 Mario. With a complete moveset and all. Where you're unable to do most stuff in the game because of how slow you are. Alright, I would say this is the worst level, but nah, I'd probably give that to Planet Wisp. Anyway, Seaside Hell. Where your jumps feel especially heavy. Yeah, this doesn't really feel like, this really doesn't feel like the original Generations did. Where you jump super high, and you don't really have all that much movement. Could have sworn it was a lot floatier. At least underwater. Anyways, oh hey, we gotta go down here, and I think, did I already miss the... Oh... that was a crushing hazard, pretty sure. Oh no. Game, this is a crushing hazard. I should be dead. Game. Give me that bubble. Oh, hey, remember the spikes from Labyrinth Zone? They're here now for some reason. You know, everybody's favorite level. There we go. The time on this is going to be miserable, I can tell. At the very least, I do like the remix of this song. Then again, I do tend to like Heroes as a general rule, so you can hold that against me all you want. Oh boy, it's time for the giant rock. Oh wait, isn't that's not happening just yet. Because I know it's coming up. Just gotta wait for it to come up. Look at all those red rings in the background I'm just missing now. Saddest thing in the world. There we go. Oh, now we get the Hydrokites segment. Remember? Remember the bars? Remember going through the bars like this and... Oh, now I die. Seriously, feels like there was no rhyme or reason behind that. We just gotta wait. There we go. At least I got one red ring in this whole run. Here we go. Whoa, what's up with that giant rock? And there's the ending of the original level by the looks of it. Sort of feels in some instances there's a fair bit of crossover between where you go in Act 1 and where you go in Act 2. I remember how to get that one at the very least. That didn't feel good. Still would have gotten an S rank, were it not for that, strange and unusual death. Okay, now I remember. This was the one level I quite liked. The one level where I was like, hey, this game's actually pretty good. Wall jumps. We don't need a tutorial for wall jumps. And it seems crazy that they're only introduced tutorial-wise in this level. So far feels like the most honest compared to the original level, as I trip over all of my words. Ow. I'm hoping at the very least a lot of the worst this game has to offer is behind us, but then again, we haven't gotten to Planet Wisp yet. There we go. My knowledge of these levels isn't completely shot. Whee! I remember that one ramp there just being like the trailer shot for this game. I mean, it is a very nice shot, just probably didn't make it all look all that good with the drop dash. There we go, now it's starting to come back to me. And we get the Ocean Palace music as well, just... Guess I just figured they'd just consolidate all of them. Anyways. No, I was aiming for the middle one. I don't want to go on turtles carrying blocks on their back. I guess we'll go this way. It's like everybody's favorite part of this level is the bobsled section, and now it's just not gonna be a thing anymore. I'm sorry. Oh, there we go. Let me get the fun wall segment. Aww. At least the music's good. And look at this, Sonic doesn't even need power type characters anymore. He could just break through all the he could break through all these stone doors himself. This is though power type characters are kind of obsolete now. Somehow made that, no idea how. Oh, we get okay. Okay, game, whatever you say. No, game, please. You're making this look bad. There we go. Now we get this segment, which I thought was quite cool. Oh no. Drop dash, please. That didn't feel very good either. Still got an S rank though. Alright, time for the missions. Kind of feel that the Chow here are just sort of an afterthought, to be honest. Just sort of busy work.
Okay, so we're pretty sure we've figured things out. And it's pretty dire.
Okay, you're probably wondering how we got into this situation.
That thing keeps jumping back and forth through time, consuming the dimensional energy. And all that's left behind is this lifeless white void. The Sonics are the one constant here. Their speed is restoring space-time.
Don't question how it works, it just does.
Then I guess we have to run like there's no tomorrow, or there won't be a tomorrow.
Ha ha ha. Anyways, here's SBO. Like the stakes have been raised, and all of a sudden he's here. Hooray.
We're facing a dangerous foe, Sonic.
No.
Better be on your guard.
Sure thing.
Yep, that's certainly a thing you said, minor character. Anyways, it's time for more missions. I'm thinking the way this is going, I think I might just do the challenges, then we'll wrap things up with Shadow. How about that? Either Shadow or Perfect Chaos. Depending on how much time we have. Anyways, hello SBO. I like the little detail that, with Modern Sonic, you're cooperating with all the partner characters, whereas with Classic,
Think you can find
you're competing against them.
ninja arts, camouflage.
I mean, I say that, but, BAM! How dare I, indeed. There you go. Homing attack's still a little messy here. Whee. Honestly, with all these barrels just randomly strewn throughout the levels, it really does feel a lot like the Rider's mission mode. How dare I? Ooh. Oh, we go this way now. Okay. I'm not sure if it's just me being super fast, but I don't know, SPO, your ninja techniques kind of suck. I think we just gotta go up here now, and then there's just... Oh, he's using this... He's using the platforms to shield himself. Yeah. Just missed the S rank. How dare you indeed. Oh, let me just grab the thing. No. Game boost, you betrayed me. Let's do that again. No. There we go. And all that's left to... Oh, Bunny is right here. We get to... Compete with Cream to find more chow than her. Okay.
Find the chow and get to the goal.
Alright, let's go, Bunny. The challenge begins, and we get this nice little rendition of Speed Highway at dawn, even though I'm pretty sure the music is not at dawn. It's kind of a shame. Felt like it would have been a, an obvious little shoe-in reference. No! Guess we just gotta go.
I see one.
No, I'm... At least the hitbox is pretty big. Also, yeah, I'm pretty sure this was the only Chow representation in this game prior to release. Oh, it's a matter of who gets 11 first. Okay. Damn it. This bunny is surprisingly fast. Oh, and we even get the speed up music from SA1 as well. It's like, remember SA1, remember when games were good. Pepperidge Farm remembers. Yeah, I think she's mostly just picking up the ones we missed. Yeah, we just gotta get to the goal, I think. Tails, wait for me! Platform, please. Platform. Made it. Please go. There we... Got Sonic Boom. That's the one I wanted. That's what we're here for. Finally, a proper... Finally, we got a proper final boss track. There he is. We'll see you later, Shadow. For now, we got to go and, do another mission with Bunny.
I'll help you with the rings, Mr. Sonic. Press the button if you need me.
Girl!
There are no other rings here, so take good care of them.
Okay, so basically just don't get hit is the main thing.
The boost gauge can also only be filled using rings. When the boost gauge is empty, call on Cream to throw rings to you.
Gotcha. Either that or just use the trick wrap. Oh, they thought of that. It's like, hey, you think you could just use the ramps to fill your boost gauge? Think again. At least Cream seems to be having fun here. These platforms are the scariest thing I've ever seen in this game. Somehow missed that clock despite doing everything right. Okay, Cream is the only lifeline we have left. No!
Mr. Sonic, what's this?
Oh, and she really goes all in with those rings, huh? Well, guess we gotta make him count. Wait. Still got an S rank. Okay. Second key. Now comes the... Ah, yes. We gotta watch out for Rouge's bomb. She's gonna bomb us.
Think you can dodge my bombs and get to the finish line?
We'll see about that. Oh, you know, you could just stop me from getting to the level after I stomp. Oh, hey, remember? Remember the, remember those catapult things from Starlight Zone, also seen in Hilltop Zone? And a whole bunch of other levels in the dance games? They're back! I don't remember this mission being too bad, just gotta be real careful with your positioning. Also, you could... I forgot you could just bounce off of Rouge. That's great. Also, yeah, I guess your positioning on these doesn't matter in this game. Just land on them on basically the correct side and you're golden. Just fuck her in the back of the head again. Amazing. I swear, this version of classic Sonic just is just the most unhinged fellow out there. Just team that with him just punching Clock in the back of the head. Just missed it. Well, I say just, but nah. Alright, that'll do. Where are you going? Got Sweet Mountain, okay. Well, I suppose since we're here, we may as well do Shadow. As far as I'm aware, the whole of the mission mode area, it all turns to color once you get all the missions, I think. You're finally here, Sonic. I don't know where we are, nor do I care. This is where I finish you. I know, I would have thought Shadow's dialogue here would be a lot more different, considering there's a whole game going along parallel to this. Oh well, whatever, it'll be a date to die for or something. I remember used to liking this fight a whole lot. Hey, remember the intro to Sonic Adventure 2 Battle on the GameCube? It's like we can never escape... It's like we can never escape that game at this point. Anyways, I know how this fight goes. You race Shadow to the energy ball, you grab it, and then you run into the back of him for several seconds and then he dies. Imagine if he did actually use his Doom powers here, though. Would it actually make all that much difference on gameplay? I mean, knowing this game, Sonic would probably still win anyways. I'm not sure if anything's really conducive to speed. Oh. Well, I think the fight's already over. I mean, maybe Shadow could have done something about this with his Doom Spears? Maybe? Whatever, the fight's already over. It's a lot faster than I remember, though. There we go, fight's over now. Just run into the back of him. Not sure that counts as assault or not. Just... There's all the rings in the background. If you're lucky I was legally obligated not to use my new Doom powers against you. Well, there we go. I want to check real quick whether or not the VMware actually looks any different. Suppose it does. It's a little darker, I think. Also, as far as I'm aware, not sure if it's just the... No, I'll probably save that for later, because obviously plot points from Shadow Generations bleed over into this game, notably. Anyways, it's time to watch Rouge flash a whole bunch of robots.
That piece of junk robot is no match from my charms. Use the button if you want.
I don't know, this one I kind of feel like Strife would do a better job at being alluring for these guys, just in terms of attributes alone. Still can't help but find this whole situation pretty funny. It's like, yeah, we know Rouge is the conventionally attractive one, which is why we nerfed her into the ground in this particular re-release. As far as I'm aware, I don't think that's necessarily a, I think it's more sort of an industry thing rather than just a typical SEGA thing or Ian Flynn thing. I think it's more just sort of generally an industry-wide thing, because I remember at the very least that was... It's a similar situation, I think, to what happened with the Dragon Quest III remake, where you weren't allowed to have scantily clad characters anymore. It sucks, I know, but... Actually, yeah, there's no but. It just does. It isn't good in the slightest. And coming from me, that's I suppose obviously I would be the one who'd be up in arms about it. Well, not to say up in arms, just like, hey, maybe this isn't such a good thing after all. Yeah, controls there, I think, just cost me the S rank there again. There we go, now we just get the thing. That wasn't so bad. And now for the last one. I remember this one being particularly egregious. But first we have to find it. It's not here. Yeah, I think we need to go up through City Escape in order to get it first. Yep, we got it. Obviously gonna get the key. First, we need to get the Way of the Ninja. I remember this being pretty borked on the original PC port because of the frame rate. Let's see if it's any different here. Okay, it feels better at least. And the fact that I feel as though I can more reliably make my jumps as compared to the original, where I think in order for this to work properly, you needed a mod. It's just I remember the PC port version of this level being particularly bad. Also, I'm not sure if this is the... Actually, I tell a lie. I'm not sure if it's just all the chaotics that modern Sonic, that classic Sonic has co-op levels with. Look at me flubbing over my words again. No idea how you're supposed to get that. Alright, here comes the big challenge. To try and make that jump. I think I already balked up the S rank anyway, so let's just try and get through it. I think maybe I just have to not do it at the... There we go. You can't do it at the apex, you gotta do it close to the apex. Is this...
I will deal with this.
Is this just gonna be a thing? There we go. Okay, I think it's not so much this being balked, more just be me not being very good. There we go. Yeah. I remember that being pretty egregious in the original PC port, and glad to see at the very least that seems to be fixed. At least slightly. Anyways, given the time, we may as well wrap up with what I think might be the highlight of the game. So far, at the very least, while the rewrites, again, with the callbacks are quite obnoxious, I don't think it's overly offensive. I mean, yeah, I joke about the portrayal of Amy a lot, but aside from that, doesn't feel like there's anything notably too bad about the rewrite. It's just generally... Rewrites in general just tend to feel kind of icky to me. Like, imagine if they'd done a sort of rewrite with Ian penning, say, Adventure 1 or Adventure 2. There'd be riots in the streets over such a thing. Like, it feels, in this case, a little bit more forgiving for me because of how much of a nothing burger the plot of Generations was, but it's more so something that I find distasteful, more so in terms of the precedent. Because, as I said, I do like Generations, even if the plot is fairly minimal, but I feel that's more so something I've come to accept as just part of the game, warts and all. Oh yeah, I also quite like this rendition of Open Your Heart as well. It doesn't quite have the same, I suppose, visceralness to the chorus, but I do like the percussion a lot, where it just feels like... Where it just feels a lot more, what's the word? It's just more sort of like a... I don't want to sound like a machine gun going off, but it's just a greater emphasis on the percussion, which is just like dun 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 dun. Oh yeah, and they still have this weird music for the second phase. I feel here at least it makes a little bit more sense, considering it's a bit more slow-paced and precarious, but again, I never really got why that was a thing in the original game. Feels like it would have made a fair bit more sense to go in the first phase, just to showcase, oh hey, Perfect Chaos is still a big major threat, and then have Open Your Heart when in the second phase when you're about to win, like was the case in basically most Sonic final bosses, 06, Unleashed, Colors. Speaking of which, basically all the games will be represented in the streams next time, but I think I'm gonna cut it short here. Wrong.
You've brought back so much of the world.
Yes, all these nondescript places from the world, because we're probably never gonna get a proper map for this place.
You're doing great, Sonic. You mean you're doing great, Sonics.
Ha ha ha.
I may never get used to
I mean, I
that.
can't really harp on that too much. That was from the original script. There doesn't seem to be quite as much change as I was initially anticipating, to be honest. Oh look, there's the last emerald.
Did that emerald just scare off the monster? The Chaos Emerald's powers are miraculous, and we sure could use a miracle. We need that emerald! Sonic, your speed
That just...
is able to restore our friends.
That whole weird sure need of a miracle line really did feel very Marvel to me. Just notably very Marvel.
We're going to need
Yeah, that's usually the case with how most of this game goes.
You guys have your work cut out for you.
Change is inoffensive at best and necessary at worst. Yeah, that's kind of how it feels so far. But I think that's gonna do it for me, at least for now. Next week, we're probably just gonna finish this off, just go through the last portion of the game, do the final boss, maybe have a look at some other content, like maybe doing the bosses on hard mode. We'll see. So, again, thank you for tuning in, and again, well, I already said what I was going to do, but, regardless, until then, take care, see you next week for more of this, and, bye-bye, I suppose.